Well, it looks like science fiction, but it's now reality. CBS 2's Lisa Sigell shows us a first-of-its-kind bionic hand that has changed the life of a local Marine and his soon-to-be bride.
She's the best thing that ever happened to me.
For James Sides and Amy Detweiler, their engagement is one they will never forget.
This is a nice spot.
On Santa Monica Beach, watching the sunset, to seal the deal, her favorite candy.
So Amy loves M&Ms. So I went online and ordered some that say, "Will you marry me?" And she sees them, she reads them, and she goes, "No. I mean, yes. I mean, yes."
To get to that moment was not easy. A normal couple, an extraordinary love story.
I always had faith I was going to find the one that I've been waiting for.
Hey, Amy, me, James. I got hurt, so I will try to call you back as soon as I can.
My heart dropped.
It was July 15th, 2012, when now retired Marine Staff Sergeant Sides was in Afghanistan, risking his life every day dismantling bombs. This time,
it was booby-trapped, and when I was on top of it, it detonated.
That explosion left him without his right hand.
It was horrible.
Amy flew every month to Walter Reed Hospital in D.C. to be by his side. His body broken, his spirit wasn't. Part of the reason he was chosen to be the first person in the world to get a first-of-its-kind bionic hand.
It's like I have a hand again. I had all three ranges of motion down. Open, close, rotate, thumb, and I can do it all simultaneous. I can just shake your hand.
You might want to lighten up a little bit. 8 sensors are implanted in the muscles just below his elbow. They pick up signals from the brain and command the movement of his hand. The prosthetic is strong enough to lift 30 pounds and sensitive enough to pick up an egg. So this is where it started, the nonprofit Alfred Mann Foundation in Santa Clarita. And it was really all about 3 things: this sensor, modern-day robotics, and a huge desire to make a difference. The foundation CEO, Dave Henkin, on a visit to Walter Reed, saw how most prosthetics offered limited movement.
If you want to move the thumb, you have to move it manually.
He knew there had to be a better way, so he got his scientists on it, and the sensor, known as the IMES, was born.
This, without the sensor, is as dumb as this is. It's no better than a hook, and the hook was invented in 1912.
The foundation is already working to better the model, streamline it, and while it's starting with James, the hope is it will help so many others.
It's going to be a huge impact for humanity, and that's why we did the project.
For James and Amy, it's now about the future. But both can't help but think about what they've gone through.
She was there for probably the worst part of my life, and she stayed.
From here, we just get to be happy and enjoy the extra abilities that he's been given.
And most important for James, this hand that has changed his life so much gives him one more gift on his wedding day.
We'll be able to hold hands, and then I will still be able to put the ring on her finger while holding her hand with both of mine. Love of my life.
Love of my life.
That is fantastic. James and Amy will be married in August. James says it was an honor to be the first person to test the hand. He hopes what scientists learn from his experience will benefit others in the future.
Advances are just amazing, aren't they?
They really are.
Yeah,
they
fantastic.
work like that.
Jackie Johnson joins us now. Jackie.
Thank you very much, Paul and Pat. It was a cooler, windy day here in the Southland, and take a look. We're looking live right now. Santa Monica Pier, and that is the Ferris wheel, and it is lit up tonight. We did have some wet weather move in earlier today. Most of that was just in the mountain areas of LA and Ventura counties. You can see the rain staying well to our north right now. This is actually an area of low pressure, and this is the reason for the cooler, windy weather here in the Southland. As we zoom in closer to home, we're not seeing any wet weather just yet. We did have some showers earlier today. We could have some thunderstorms tomorrow once we have the heating of the day and all that instability from that area of low pressure as it pushes on through. We could see those thunderstorms develop, but in the meantime, it is windy in San Bernardino and Riverside County, so the wind advisory will stay in effect through 3 a.m. tomorrow. Everywhere else, the winds have calmed down, but you can see windy in the Apple Valley. Right now, winds sustained at 16 miles an hour. We could still have gusts up to around 55 miles an hour. It is cool out there tonight, temperatures into the 50s and 60s, and it was a cool breeze today, making temperatures feel even cooler than they were. Other than that, we just have partly cloudy skies right now. We've got a strong onshore flow as this area of low pressure moves on through. Ridge of high pressure right behind it, and that will be moving in just in time for your holiday weekend, so that is good news. But over the next few days, it'll stay on the mild side as this trough of low pressure dips through and brings us a chance of thunderstorms. So a little unsettled throughout the next few days, but nice big changes as we head into the end of the weekend. So your forecast for the next few days keeps temperatures running a little below average. We'll see partly cloudy skies and again a slight chance of some mountain thunderstorms by tomorrow afternoon. We start to clear up and warm up into the weekend with temperatures into the 70s and 80s under sunny skies. Paul and Pat, back to you.
Thank you, Jackie. Up next, the locker room rant that got a popular high school coach suspended.
And a local school district reserves or reverses course after this teacher is caught on camera behaving badly.
Weather on CBS 2 is sponsored by Jerome's Furniture, with 9 locations, including the newest store in the South Bay.
So, Kim, this is Jerome's Dream Shop. What do you think?
Jerry, it is beautiful. But are you going to help me find the right mattress?
That's what we do. We'll find the perfect mattress for you.
So, Jerry, how are you going to do it?
Well, now that we have the correct pillow for you, and that's an important step, we're going to try the mattresses just 2 at a time, one against the other.
No, this one's not it.
Until we narrow it down to the perfect mattress.
Jerry, I love this mattress.
See, it was easy. Kim. Experience Jerry's Fit for yourself, only at the Jerome's Dream Shop.
A routine is a dangerous thing. It lulls you into a false sense of living. And there's not enough caffeine in the world to slap you out of that REM cycle. Fortunately, they make very effective alarm clocks. Wake up. Test drive one.
California residents get this great lease offer, including a $1,000 allowance. Visit your Southern California Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer.
Republican Neil Kashkari.
Career politicians are clueless about earning a dollar. All they know is how to spend yours. I'm Neil Kashkari. I'm not a politician, so I actually understand hard work. As governor, I'll cut taxes, move people from welfare to work, and take an axe to wasteful spending. First up, Jerry Brown's Crazy Train. I'm Neil Kashkari, and I'm not afraid to make a few cuts.
Neil Kashkari for governor.
The 2014 Subaru Outback, ready for the road ahead. It's an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus with 30 mpg and go-anywhere capability. That's better fuel economy than Ford Edge or Jeep Grand Cherokee. The 2014 Subaru Outback. Love the road you're on.
Subaru helps you maintain the love of your new Subaru with 2 years of complimentary maintenance on every new vehicle. Right now, get 0% APR financing on the 2014 Subaru Outback.
Wednesday at 11, LAX, one of the busiest airports in the nation. But before the busy travel season begins, find out where LAX stacks up. Important information you need to know before you fly. Wednesday at 11, only on CBS 2 News.
Back on the job for just one day, an Orange County teacher caught on camera pushing and harassing young skateboarders is on leave again tonight. YouTube video from last June shows Thomas Hammer push a skateboarder and run off with his board. He tried to throw it on a balcony and swung it at one boy who was shouting obscenities. The Cielo Vista Elementary School teacher was placed on leave in August after being charged with 2 felonies. But since the judge recently dismissed one charge and reduced the other to a misdemeanor, Hammer was allowed back on campus yesterday. Many parents protested and threatened to pull their children from the school. Today, the school district put Hammer back on leave, but wouldn't say why.
A well-respected high school baseball coach in Orange County has been suspended for cursing at his students. His locker room rant was all caught on an audio recording.
You ain't gonna play. Why am I gonna bust my to get you in a position to beat it? You, I'll pull your out.
During the 17-minute recording, Kim Brooks repeatedly curses at his students at La Mirada High. The athletic director has apologized for the inappropriate language, and he says he was merely trying to motivate his players after they lost a game. Tonight, many students and parents are outraged over his suspension.
I'm Jim Hill. Coming up in sports, the Lakers hope to land the top pick in this year's NBA draft lottery. And my interview with California Chrome jockey Victor Espinosa. That's next in sports.
CBS 2 News is sponsored by Southern California's Stanley Steamer.
Stanley Steamer Carpet Cleaning is certified by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America for a cleaner, healthier home. Call about our $99 carpet cleaning special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Stanley Steamer, your certified cleaner.
Ready for another big day, Bill? Yes, Cerritos.
For a big deal, come to Cerritos Auto Square's Memorial Day sale. Shop the world's biggest selection of vehicles, plus get top dollar for your used car. It's the Memorial Day sale that'll have you saying,
yes, Cerritos Auto Square.
The Kia Memorial Day sales event is going to make this the best summer ever. Test drive these top safety rated vehicles. All three received a NHTSA 5-star overall safety rating, and all are backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Plus, KBB.com just named Kia as 2014's best value brand. Get your best summer ever started with a visit to the Kia Memorial Day sales event. Get a 2014 Soul for just $179 a month or 0.9% APR for qualified customers. Hurry to your Kia dealer. This deal ends June 2nd.
LA County needs to be business friendly to create and keep jobs. Let's cut the red tape that hurts our businesses. Pass new tax credits to keep film jobs in LA. And support job training that prepares workers for the jobs that are out there. I'm Bobby Schreiber. My experience in the nonprofit world, business, and government has prepared me for these economic challenges.
Bobby Schreiber for Supervisor, a progressive problem solver for LA County's future. Vote June 3rd.
At GMC, one incredible idea leads to another, like the GMC Terrain, the first compact SUV to offer an EPA-estimated 32 highway miles per gallon, over 100 standard features including a standard rear vision camera, and now awarded the coveted 2014 IIHS Top Safety Pick. GMC, we are professional grade. Now during the GMC Spring Sales Event, lease this GMC Terrain for around $199 per month.
He's always right.
You are students of English. Of all the words, you gave me oatmeal when you could have served me a New York steak.
She's never wrong.
We're interested in art. Words are lies.
And pictures are?
Do I have to actually say it?
You need words to communicate.
All we need is food and air and sex.
Clive Owen, Juliette Binoche.
This is a terrible idea.
No, people do this all the time. They just have a couple of dinners first.
Words and pictures. Rated PG-13.
We told people they were riding in Nissan's most advanced Altima race car. We lied about the race car part.
I would have never imagined a four-door car could do any of that.
The 2014 Nissan Altima with rear view monitor. Get to Nissan for the ride of your life and holiday bonus cash. Lease Altima $189 per month. Get up to $1,000 bonus cash on select Nissans. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites.
CBS 2 News is sponsored by Nissan. Choose Nissan today. Shop at ChooseNissan.com.
Time now for the Toyota Sports Report.
Earlier this evening in New York, the NBA held its draft lottery, and the Laker fans were hopeful that the Lakers could possibly get the #1 selection. The Lakers had a 6.3% chance of landing the #1 overall pick, but instead they will be picking 7th. And despite having only a 1.7% chance of landing the #1 pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers earned the top pick for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. On the floor, the Heat taking on the Pacers in Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals tonight. Third quarter, Indiana up 55-54. Great give and go between Lance Stevenson and David West for the score. Pacers have a 3-point advantage. Then in the fourth quarter, Pacers are up 75-74. LeBron James gets a give and go of his own for the layup. The Heat are within 1. Later in the fourth, Heat by 3. James gets the steal and the bucket. He had 12 of Miami's 25 fourth quarter points. Miami wins 87-83. The best of 7 series is all tied at 1 victory apiece. Let's go to Major League Baseball now. The Dodgers continue their 9-game road trip with a stop-off in New York against the Mets today. In the 5th inning, tied in 1, Yasiel Puig on base for Adrian Gonzalez, and he drills one that goes to right field. He was 3 for 4 on the evening tonight with 2 runs batted in, and the Dodgers are up now by a score of 3-1. In the 7th inning, the bases are loaded for the Mets, but Chris Withrow gets Wilmer Flores to ground out. In a fielder's choice, the Dodgers beat the Mets 9-4, but lost infielder Juan Uribe with a hamstring injury. As for the Angels, they beat the Astros by a score of 9-3. In horse racing, the Belmont Stakes is June 7th, and local horse California Chrome will try to become the first Triple Crown winner in nearly 40 years. But there were issues with Belmont officials over the horse wearing a nasal strip. Earlier today at Santa Anita, I talked with California Chrome jockey Victor Espinosa about those nasal strips.
I really don't know if it helped them or not.